Good afternoon, everybody. We are diving back into our foundation series over the ultimate ChatGPT guidebook for real estate agents. Now, this is a book that we wrote over here at Workflow Secrets. If you would like to pick up a copy, you're more than welcome to. You can go to workflowsecrets.info/WFS GPT guide. I'll throw the link down in the description. But if you are not so sold on it just yet, that's not a problem. We are covering in this video series every section of this book. That way you have access to this information. The reason why we didn't make it a hard copy book like our best workflow secrets was because it is updating so frequently. But today what we're going to be diving into is another look at the conversions prompts. Now, what are conversions? Conversions is all about bringing leads in the door. Now, this comes from a framework that Mark developed for Workflow Secrets called the C.O.R.E strategies. That's conversions, operations, retentions, and experiences. These are the four core systems you need to have in your real estate business. And so what we're doing is we're looking at the conversion side. So we, on the last video, talked about some time-saving prompts, but today we're going to open up the ultimate guidebook, and we're going to be looking at multi-step prompts as well as single-step prompts. There are quite a few examples. We're not going to cover all of them, which is a case in point for you to have access to this incredible resource. Again, if you want a copy, go ahead and pick it up. It's $39, and that would be an incredible way for you to support the work we're doing over here at Workflow Secrets. If not, grab your pen and paper, and we're going to dive in. So a multi-step prompt is going to be a prompt that is going to be utilized in multiple different back and forth conversations with ChatGPT to generate an outcome. So let's look at what that kind of looks like and try to get an understanding of how we can utilize this in our own real estate business, right? So the very first example we have, and this is one that Mark shared when we were running our ChatGPT webinar series, is create a list of 100 niche ideas that I, as a real estate agent, could specialize in that would give me a unique advantage over other agents in the Springfield, Missouri area. Now, he's using brackets in this specific prompt because we are essentially creating merge fields within ChatGPT, and we've articulated in some of our other videos how you can utilize that. You could just plug it in, you could type it in. That's not a big deal. Now, this idea of building a niche comes from our best workflow secrets. It comes from lots and lots of other books. I think Simon Sinek talks about your why, and your why involves lots of other stuff. We dive all into that in our best workflow secrets, but a niche is essentially the thing that you as a real estate agent are an expert in. And that's the thing that you are going to be incredibly skilled at providing to your customers. But what if we're looking for something new to focus on? What if we're brand new to real estate and we're not quite sure what we should be helping folks with? Well, this prompt can give us the answer. It will give us 100 niche ideas of specific areas within real estate. Maybe it's first-time home buyers, maybe it's new construction, maybe it's luxury condominiums, maybe it's beachside properties. I'm not sure what it is, but it's probably on that list. And so once you have this list, you can start kind of scanning through, pick out a couple that interest you, and start diving into them. So once you have something like that, then you could stack that on with this next prompt. So once we're like, oh man, let's lean into new construction, right? You could create a list of attention-grabbing lead magnet ideas for home buyers and sellers that I can include in a PDF document that would be useful for people to look at for new construction, right? So let's break this prompt down. So we are creating a list of attention-grabbing lead magnet ideas, things that we can get people to our website or to click on our ads with, right? For home buyers and sellers that we can include in a PDF. Now, this is a handout that we can give them, and this PDF document would be specifically for people looking for that new construction niche that we just decided, right? So ChatGPT is an incredible tool for helping build out content pieces that we as real estate agents can get a first draft we can take it, we can apply discernment, we can utilize our own expert, we can read through it, say, this sounds good, this isn't quite right, I would have added this, I'll adjust it here. And then all of a sudden we have a document that we can now share with buyers and sellers all about the new construction process that has attention grabbing ideas that we can run maybe on social media. Maybe they are living on our website and they're SEO'd or search engine optimized so that they show up on Google or some of the other search engines. So that's pretty cool. After that, you could take it another step further. You could say, create a YouTube video script for the top 5 mistakes home buyers make when searching for in the niche, so new construction. So not only now do we have a resource that we can hand out to those buyers and those sellers, now we have a script that we could utilize in a YouTube video, and we could do that on mistakes that maybe home buyers make when searching. Now, what this does is it allows you to share in a different format, and it allows you to share in a way that you are validating that you are the expert. You are the real estate agent that they should work with, because you're the person who's going to help them through that process most effectively, right? So after that, you could do something like this. Create a YouTube video script for the top 5 mistakes home buyers make when searching for their niche. Include problems and solution techniques for each mistake. So not only do we have the scripts for the 5 mistakes, but it's going to showcase problems and solutions. That way we're not just saying, watch out for termites, watch out for bad concrete pours, but we're saying, hey, watch out for termites. If you have termites, you need to go bring in a termite expert and get them to spray the property. That way we can get rid of the termites. That's just a off the top of my head kind of idea, but you get the idea. So essentially what you can do is you can use one prompt to start your train of thought. And then as you are working through these prompts, it's going to give you some pieces. You're going to take that next piece and you're going to use another prompt to give you an additional piece. So what we're doing is kind of like building with Legos. I don't know. I was a Lego kid. We had something like 200 pounds of Legos, and I had several different Lego kits that I really loved building as a kid. But essentially, this is what it's doing. It's taking all those different Lego bricks and it's stacking them on top of each other until eventually we have something really cool that is the Lego masterpiece. And that's what these prompts are doing for you. So that's the concept behind multi-step prompts. You could take this pretty well any direction you would want. And obviously, we have lots of different steps outlined that you could do. They're going to help you build out some really incredible stuff. But you might find yourself saying, okay, that's a really cool way that we can use prompts on the conversion side to help with our lead generation, leads through the door. We're, informing them, educating them, and then we're turning them into customers. And it's all about engaging with them in a very earnest way that is going to help them. Unfortunately, I worked in sales. It's something like 17 outreaches at this point before someone considers you. So you have to really focus on driving valuable content. Now, I would say if someone has found a lead magnet of yours, there's probably a good chance that they're super interested, a little hotter of a lead, or, a little bit more serious about working with you than maybe not. So that's a really cool idea. But the next thing you can do is look at these single step prompts. So these single step prompts are going to be one singular prompt that is going to execute on one specific thing that you want to do. So let's take a look at how we would do that. So create a list of long-tailed keywords. Now that long-tailed just means really long keywords specific to the Springfield, Missouri. Now, again, choose your own location. And a long-tailed keyword is a specific phrase that contains 3 or more words. Little emphasis so you understand that one. Now, we have included this note to ChatGPT in this prompt because we want to make sure that ChatGPT understands what a long tail keyword is. Now, we could assume that ChatGPT knows because ChatGPT is pretty smart. However, sometimes it's better not to assume. Just articulate it. It's another sentence. And, at the end of the day, it's going to help refine the output just a little bit more. These keywords are typically more specific and have less search volume. than shorter, more generic words. We're still talking about what a long-tailed keyword is, but they can be highly useful. And then we give an example of this. So this is a really powerful tool when you're building out prompts. And this is kind of just prompt understanding. I want to really break this prompt down so you can understand how to write your own, right? For example, best running shoes for flat feet and long-tailed keywords that target a specific audience with particular needs. So I'm giving ChatGPT an example of what is a long-tail keyword. Not only am I explaining the definition of it, but I'm giving an example. So it really has some good context to work with when it's helping me. So then ChatGPT is probably going to spit out something like this. Now, we did ask for a list of long-tailed, so it's given me a list of keywords. So things to do in Springfield, Missouri with kids. Long tail key list, but it's very specific to the Springfield area. And it's going to have phrases that are going to be really helpful for our particular audience. Best restaurants in Springfield, Missouri, outdoor activities, affordable housing, top-rated schools. These are all things that we could utilize. Now, from here, we could take each of these long-tail keywords listed, and we could ask ChatGPT to help us build a blog article. Now, we house each of these on a blog, and then here's the magic, right? We talked about SEO, search engine optimization. We could house these on our website. We could get all of the SEO lined up. And now anytime someone starts searching for Springfield, Missouri kids, maybe your article pops up on things to do in Springfield, Missouri with kids. Now, what's the likelihood that you get a vacationing family? It's pretty high. But the more traffic you get to those articles, the more helpful those articles are, the more Google is going to promote that content, or any search engine realistically, and the likelihood that it reaches the right eyes, at that point, it's just a ratios game. So that's a really cool example. Let's scroll through. Like I said, there's lots and lots and lots of examples. Definitely pick up a copy of this book if you want to get a full list of them. I'm just going to scroll down a couple pages and I'm going to pick another one. How can we use lead magnets and gated content in your paid advertising campaigns? And what are the best practices for creating and promoting gated content for ads? Woof. Why did I pick that one? I don't know. It was at the top of the list, but let's look at this. This is actually a prompt still. What we are doing is we are actually communicating with ChatGPT in this prompt to try and get a little more understanding. So maybe ChatGPT isn't generating anything for us, but it's helping us learn, which is really cool. This would be something that perhaps you found yourself Googling or searching on a search engine. Maybe you're a DuckDuckGo kind of person, and you can ask ChatGPT this. It's going to help you out. So how can you use lead magnets and gated content? So this is the how can you, and then what in your paid advertising campaign. So how can you use what with what, right? And what are the best practices for creating and promoting gated content in your ads? So basically, our goal is to create a paid advertising campaign, and we want to know what are the best practices for creating this. If it's a lead magnet, what's the best practices? If it's gated content is a fancy way of saying it's behind a paywall. Usually this happens with like courses that you take. I'm sure all of us have seen like the Grant Cardone 10X courses. Now, sometimes those are free, but sometimes they are gated or they're password protected. Even over here at Workflow Secrets, we have a membership site that has several different courses on it that's all password protected. You have to have an account with it. And once you have that account, you can go attend all these trainings. But maybe you are just trying to get a little more understanding. This is the prompt that you can do. Again, just looking at this prompt, it's very conversational, but it is asking specifics of what I'm looking for, why I'm looking for it, and how am I going to achieve an end result because of it, right? So that's kind of the formula if you want to break that down. I'm going to take one more. Truthfully, this is kind of the nuance. If you wanted to pause this video, I suppose you could pause and grab all these prompts. But we're going to grab this one. Create a guide for real estate agents on how to effectively use voice search optimization to attract more leads and improve your overall business performance. Wow, what an interesting prompt, right? So create a guide for real estate agents. So this is a guide, and it could be a lead magnet, but it's specifically for real estate agents. So we're not sending this to customers. Maybe in this example, we are a broker. Maybe we're a team leader. Maybe we have been tasked with training our team all about how to use voice search optimization. Now, what is voice search optimization? That would be like when you are talking to your devices, right? Maybe you pull out your iPhone and you say the magic words and your good friend Siri pops up. Maybe you have a Google Home device. Maybe you have a Alexa, whatever it is. That is all about voice search. You're asking a question, it understands it, it's going to help you search. But you want it to attract more leads and improve your overall business performance. So now we're starting to dial in on what the reason for this is. And that sounds like a really interesting prompt. Now, ChatGPT is going to give us some guidelines on how we could accomplish this. It's probably going to be a bullet pointed list. And then from there, we can start to either take that and apply it, or we could circle back to that multi-step prompt idea. And then maybe we take it one step further. We ask ChatGPT to help us create that action plan, help us create that understanding for this guide that we're going to be sending to real estate agents. So that is a couple examples of different prompts, whether it is a multi or a single step prompt, and how you can use those prompts, breaking them down a little bit, specifically for lead generation on the conversion side of the real estate focus. So I hope you've really enjoyed this. This is one of my favorite pieces of our Ultimate ChatGPT guidebook, because conversions, I swear, is the one thing that real estate agents are always saying that they could be better on. They always want more leads in the door. And I personally believe that if you bring your leads in the door and you do a really good job working with them and helping inform and trade them, they become customers. And those customers become past clients that have had an incredible world-class client experience. Another concept we talk about in our best workflow secrets. That world-class client experience means that they are just so excited to share with all their friends about what you did specifically for them in that specific area. You help them achieve maybe a dream of theirs that they, finally got to see to fruition of purchasing or selling a home. And that's just incredible. Once they share with all their friends, those friends come and those friends become leads. And now we've got a cycle, right? But until we get our leads in the door, until we go through the process of refining and building that experience, we need to focus on that lead gen. And the better we are at it, the less likely we are to get strung up with that 30, 60, 90-day cycle that a lot of real estate agents get locked into. But that's kind of what I've got for today. I'll end with this. We are going to be looking at the operations side next. Conversions, operations. It's all about business operations inside of real estate, and how you can use ChatGPT as well as some prompt examples for your business operations. If you are just so excited about this and not really looking to wait as I kind of drip these videos out, you can go workflowsecrets.info/WFS GPT guide. You can pick up your own copy. We are constantly updating it as we get new information, as ChatGPT evolves and transforms. And I pretty well live in the AI space. So I am constantly learning for you guys and trying to figure out how best I can help you be better as a real estate agent with your AI and with your technology. But that's all I've got for today. Let me know in the comments, what are some of your favorite conversion prompts? Pick up a copy if you like. Share this video with a friend. Otherwise, I will see you guys very soon.